Hey, little guy.
Is this thing on? I don't know how to do this, man. But we had to come to, I don't know if y'all can see that, to get Joel's piston rings. No, to return Joel's piston rings and get his bearings in the coupe. Yeah, I got mismatched rims this side. Look, when we get them, I'll tune back in. Say what's up. Say what's up to the camera.
Tomorrow, are we gonna die? Right? Next time I will be sure.
Yeah,
Should I get them or not? Everything you asked me for.
In the spot with it.
15 mil 4x100 Civic, correct?
Say it again. What you have to say to Joel?
I said, this is Joel's. That's mine. That's Manny's.
Which Manny?
Yeah.
Little man.
This Manny. What else? How much he owes you? What's the damage?
I don't know, 60 bucks plus a toll plus gas. You know what I mean? $200.
Exactly.
200?
200.
Let's go 250.
Yeah, hold on.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Alright, so I don't know what these guys filmed when I wasn't here, but now we're gonna actually start putting this motor together. You need this or a similar tool to set the piston rings in.
It's tapered. This is tapered. This part is narrower than this
So
part.
it's like a cone, right?
Yeah, kind of a cone.
They just clamp right on.
Yeah.
So the bearings and the rods have a little notch at the edge. One of the edges have a little notch.
That's it. Just like that. The oil expander, the wiper, I guess goes there, and the number one compression goes there. So number one compression, which is the intake, this gets clocked.
That's the top one?
The top one, which is right there. And then obviously the second compression ring goes, it just goes opposite.
Yeah.
So look, it's an X. You see the X?
Yeah.
So then you go look, and it's basically almost over here. So you just notch it, move it a little bit. Right there, that's it. The bearings,
Focus.
the bearings
Huh?
are clocked.
So this is the picture that we're looking at. I don't know if you can see it. Just so you guys could get an idea
How to
how to clock the piston rings. So explain to them which one is which ring.
Alright, so you have the bottom oil ring,
There's
which
2 rings for the bottom oil ring.
you have the bottom oil ring.
Well, no,
This is the intake. This is the intake side.
Mhm.
That's the intake side. So you got the lower oil rail, it's called, which is over here. And the upper one is on this side, which is right there, the gap. And then you got the wiper. And then the second compression ring is over on this part of the exhaust side. And then you have the first compression ring, which is on the intake side, and the piston goes in that way. So standard bore.
So he's now putting oil around the walls of the cylinder.
That's not even a lot of oil, just a little bit.
Just that little dab, basically.
You always got to make sure that the crankshaft is in the most down position.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so those are up.
Always make sure that the piston rings are seated properly. You don't want to force this in here. You don't want to force that in. Alright. Easy as eating some pie.
That's cylinder 1.
And then we're gonna put in Also cylinder, this is cylinder 4.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
technically cylinder 4,
And now
because
we're
it's
putting
actually 1, 2, 3, 4. But the way we mark the
bearings
pistons, we
in.
marked it the regular way, so we won't get confused.
oil on this. Try not to scratch the walls.
The fibers from the napkin don't mean nothing.
No. Now, check again. Intake, exhaust, arrows pointing. This, you just push down on it a little bit, like you're shooting. And then you just
Push the piston.
push
right up.
the piston down.
Voila, simple.
So it's just like that. Now, we push them all the way down. And we gotta go down there to make sure, because it's not going all the way down. We don't want to scratch the crank. Then go to the toolbox.
What do you get?
So we have them marked. I don't know if you can see it. It's number 1 here
Extension.
and number 1 on the rod. It has to go the same exact way.
Happens, right?
So aftermarket rods will have a number matching the rod, and you just put them on the same exact way. This one is number 4. I don't know if you guys can see. So look again, 4 numbers in the face to the front of the car, just to match the rod. Bearings on. Oh, whoa! Alright, so the first one we're gonna do is 14, and then we're gonna go up to 30 for the end caps. You will need a torque wrench. Alright. That's 14. That's 14. Alright. Now we're gonna jump up to 30.
And it's always good to have a good torque wrench when you're torquing these components down.
Yeah.
And having a digital one is always a plus.
Alright, that's 30. That's 30.
Beautiful. Even right there.
A little bit more, that's good.
Nah, it's perfect. It's at TDC. Yeah, perfect. Great. Always make sure that you're able to spin the motor freely. It's not binding. If it is, then that means something's wrong. Then you got to remove the pistons and recheck your work. So it's always good to measure twice and cut once. That's good.
Oh,
You sure? I turned it a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
to the
good,
left.
it's good.
That's good?
Yeah, I'll push it down.
oh, OD. Alright, so Manny's doing the last one now. This is cylinder number 2.
I pushed it down. It's
Go ahead, push it. Push it, push it. Push it. Wait.
I'm about to torque down the head.
Pull out the mathematics. Is that it?
Then go to 7.
This one I want to hook on. Is that it?
Then go to 9. 579. Alright? Those are the stock torque. 5, 7, and 9.
Yo, what's up with this one?
What?
You ain't tighten it?
Yeah, I did. Oh, wait.
There, I think it's tight now. That's it.
Alright.
I got nervous for a second. I stopped breathing.
So the head is all torqued down. The head is on. The motor is basically mostly complete. I just gotta put the cams, the cradles, all the other head stuff on, intake manifold on, the turbo, and that's really it. But it's already getting a little late, so we're gonna finish this tomorrow. So, see you guys tomorrow. What's going on, guys? So now it's the next day. We gotta run to get some bolts from Fastenal, and we in this little beauty. Just did the radio real quick. So this is the bolt we basically need. We need a little bit longer. So this is for the intake manifold. So since the gasket I have is a skunk tooth thermal gasket, so it's pretty thick, so it doesn't let the bolts catch the thread. That's why we need a longer one. Alright, so right now we're putting the cams back in. This is the cam caps. Oh, it's the wrong way. Alright, so you can tell if you put them on the right way. What I usually do for the cams, the distributor one goes in the back. You know, the distributor goes right here, so you can see the little tube like hose. Like right there, that's where the distributor goes. So that's how I always tell that's the distributor cam. The other intake cam, of course, is gonna be the opposite one. Then you got the distributor, where the distributor goes right here, the holder for the cap. It says intake 5, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. AEM for intake. Intake goes there, and then so you could tell it always has numbers there. 4, 3. Then you got 3, 2, and then the last one right over here. Oh, it's not gonna be a full cap. It's gonna be just like these two. The two. You see right there it says I1. So that one's gonna go up here, just like that. Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Alright. So even the exhaust one, it should say E1 exhaust one. As you can see, almost everything is labeled. It has the I there for intake, so of course you're gonna put it on the intake side. Same thing with the exhaust. It has an X for exhaust. These should just go right in. Just wiggle it a little bit. Always torque these down to a certain spec. I'm gonna tell you guys the spec in a little bit, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. Alright, so for these 12s that you do 20 foot-pounds of torque. So what I usually do, I go from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10. So 20, 20. These are all 20. All the 12s 20. The 10s, these two, and these two. All of these right here. These, those 10s. I usually do 7.5, or you can do 8. 20. 20. Alright, so I just took the turbo off the manifold. Now I'm gonna put the new one on. I'm gonna put the Precision 6262 ball bearing 50 trim turbo on here. Nah, I'm lying. It's a eBay Chinese joint. I just gotta align it and get this back to that side. If you can see that one, it's not right. Alright, so the turbo is now on. Manifold has been sitting for a while and got wet, so it's a little rusty. But turbo's on. The turbo's on, lined up. Now it's time to put it on. So my uncle put the Skunk 2 Pro Series manifold on for me while I was doing that. So I gotta do the fuel rail, the injectors, throttle body. Put this on and do the timing.
Alright, this is the first startup. Take 7.